Hey, Domain Dave here, cheapwinefinder.com, with another value-priced wine review, like we always do. And I've been to Costco recently, and we picked up the Kirkland Signature Carneros Pinot Noir 2024. It's one of their perennial wines. They have it all the time. I left a link to the 2021 vintage. We reviewed that. We haven't touched it since 2021. And it's an $8.99 wine. $9 for a Carneros Pinot Noir, which is well, in terms, Trader Joe's has been doing it for around the same price. But typically speaking, since Carneros is part of the Napa Valley, and Pinot Noir is a premium grape, tends to be pricey. But we'll get into that in a second. And $8.99 is a great price. Like a lot of Kirkland Signature wines, Allison Crowe is the winemaker. She's the vice president of winemaking for Plata Partners. They control 20,000 acres of sustainably farmed. There we go. Vineyards in California. You probably had their wines and didn't even know it. And she is a talented winemaker. So you got a good AVA and a talented winemaker and a cheap wine. So what can you ask for? Why is it $8.99? Well, with high-end wines, the vineyard used and the winemaker usually this usually is involving a winery, rather than a brand. But this vineyard is famous. This winemaker's famous. And they only make so much wine, so it's going to be very expensive because people are going to want the wine from those two items. Here we've got, it's from Carneros on the Napa side. Carneros is on both Sonoma and Napa side, just above the San Pablo Bay. So it's a Pinot Noir where I've heard there's some places in the hills of Napa that can get away with Pinot Noir because you need cool climate, and here it's barely cool climate. It's 14.5 in the alcohol. But here we don't know too much about where the grapes came from. There are no bad vineyards in Carneros. Pretty much every vineyard has expensive wines coming from them. 14.5 on the alcohol for a Pinot Noir, which is a light-bodied wine. It's kind of a delicate wine. When it's at its best, it's a delicate wine. And 14.5 is a little thick, if you ask me. There are wines like Meiomi, which I don't really consider to be a Pinot Noir. I consider it more like a red blend because there's so much other grapes in there. And I like it as a red blend, but not as a Pinot Noir. And at 14.5, wine starts to get to that category. But if you like Meiomi, then that's fine too. It's not like it's just a matter of preferences. I'm gonna take a sip here. It's a little bit hot, but after a few sips, that will wear off. It's got a little bit of body, but not too bad. I mean, it is a nicely well-controlled wine. I mean, it's a whole lot easier to make a really wonderful Pinot Noir at 12.5 or 13 than it is at 14.5, because that alcohol will mask some flavors. And the whole thing about Pinot Noir is letting the flavors float through when you get these sometimes crazy, funky flavors and aromas coming out of it, which is one of the things. I mean, at first, a lot of times you have Pinot Noir for the first time, a good Pinot Noir, and it's like, what the heck is going on here? And then by the third one, you have to have it. It's like, where is it? Where's that crazy stuff? I want it. It's just one of those wines that does that. I mean, a simple Pinot Noir is like wasting your time. You want it to be a little bit weird. Next one. It's smooth. It's got this kind of exotic, rough-edged spice that kind of gives a little, little opposite of what the smooth, round cherry grapes are. It's got like weird taste like pencil lead, and it's also got plum and raspberry going on too. It's got on the nose, it's got like crushed autumn leaves and, black cherry and maybe a little minerality on it. If you can pick that up a little bit, and some herbs and stuff. So it's got a nice array of flavors. And at $8.99, you're picking up a good Carneros AVA Pinot Noir. And if you don't really know the different areas of California that does it, like Santa Barbara's got great Pinot Noir. You got some good, Monterey's got a bunch of good, really Pinot Noir AVAs. And you go to Sonoma Coast and Russian River. And then you going to the Carneros, and just kind of getting the taste of all that's pretty much fun. So there you go, $8.99, Carneros AVA Pinot Noir from Costco. There's no reason not to pick it up. If you want to, you just want yourself a nice Pinot Noir that drinks above its price point, which Costco's known for. That's the way to go. And at $9 for a great AVA and a really good winemaker, talented winemaker, and a cheap wine. That's what cheap wine finders want. So adios, keep it cheap. This is Domaine Dave. I'll be talking to everybody. I've got a crazy Sauvignon Blanc coming from Spain. We'll do that in a couple of days. Adios, keep it cheap.